Where's Mac? Go grab Mac. Okay, hold on. We gotta get your brother. Are those freaking SOCOMs?
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes,
Away.
No, I brought 3 of them.
Nope. It's Glocks.
Because we're gonna start like this. We're talking about Glocks. And then I'm gonna bring out 1, then 2, then 3, and then finally a Glock. It's me.
Both of you, come here. Go wear that. Because like literally, you guys didn't bring costumes, did you? Go wear that. You got Mario and Luigi. One of you has to pick between Mario and Luigi.
I am Onion Man! Get fucked! Please tell me you got that on camera. Oh, yeah. I was like so close to Glock Man! I was gonna fight this guy, and then I died.
You guys are lucky he let you put your coffee down first.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would not have wanted to let. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh man, you freaking
Great
got us.
Onion Man emerges.
You got
Come closer to the mics now.
You got us, sir. You did.
So, Mason, how was that?
Well, I didn't shit my pants. I was there for a while.
You were.
3 days, 3 nights.
That long?
Oh yeah.
I like your dedication.
Oh, you know the bags? They're made out of vegetables, so you can actually eat them.
So would we not consider you a mushroom then?
How am I a mushroom?
Because you're
Is you Goomba? Is you Goomba?
What do you mean? There's a light on me.
I mean, you're a pretty fun
Me,
guy.
So what we did was we set you guys up.
Oh yeah, you got us. You got us.
Yeah, so that happened about, what is it, like 15 minutes ago?
Basically, yeah, setting up and then
15 minutes ago. You guys always show up late.
I'm sorry. Yeah. That,
But we're here. Mason waited the
I
longest.
hope that was worth it.
It was good on video, I hope. For guys watching it or listening to the podcast, watch this on YouTube. You'll see at the very beginning there what we did.
Oh, Jesus.
It was surprisingly comfortable.
Yeah, Mason was there for like a while. We thought you guys were coming.
Comforting him through the onion bags?
Yeah, no, he was.
Did you become one with the onion?
No, like.
How many layers do you go?
Several.
Are you? That's it?
Several can be anything more than one.
I want to say that's not true.
Well, what would you classify several as?
7 of them.
What?
Several? 7. The number 7 comes immediately to mind.
All I know is there was a lot.
If you have 5 Glocks, are you gonna say that you have several Glocks?
No, I'm gonna say I have 5 Glocks.
But why 5 Glocks? Maybe you have 6 Glocks.
Because if I had 6 Glocks, I would
Maybe
say
you
6
have
Glocks.
X amount of Glocks, but it's more than one. How many are you gonna say you have?
The number of Glocks that are
But what if you
there.
don't know? You have
How would
several Glocks.
This isn't algebra with Glocks.
No, it's not algebra. It's all theory.
But
Because you don't know how many Glocks you have. So
Wow, that
several
went
Glocks.
off tangent really fast.
I was so scared on what kind of box I opened.
How did algebra come into the mixture about Glocks?
I have no idea,
There's
but
a Glock
that's a
in
nice
a-
segue though. Glocks.
Glock in a
In
box.
other words,
Glock.
several Glocks.
Yeah.
You heard of
Square
Elf on the
root of
Shelf?
that
Well, get ready for
conversation,
Glock and a Croc.
Glocks.
What other puns can you make with Glock? That's safe.
That's TOS.
So as you can see, guys, we have Luigi here.
Hello.
We got Mario.
Hello.
We got
That was
Onion Man.
Also Glock Man.
Glock Man.
Yeah,
Onion Man.
Several Glock man.
Several Glock Man. In specific, 7 Glocks.
And then
Which are now on
you
that
have
table.
you have Left Shark here. So
I love you, left shark.
Okay, left shark. All about left shark.
all right, let's get started, shall we?
Okay, let's dive in.
All right, so welcome to another episode of Panther Airsoft Folding Table Talk. This is episode 19.
Ooh, I love the way that just ringed out there. That was
Oh yeah,
great.
no,
You got
it's-
that down, Pat.
We got it down. Episode 19. We are now legal to drink.
Sweet. The channel can drink if we're counting by videos, by years. Alrighty then.
Oh my god, if we add
math
alcohol
sounds
into this mix, it's gonna get dangerous.
I mean, we could potentially, but we also have kids watching this, so
True.
let's just stick with
Doesn't
water.
What? It doesn't matter. They're going to learn how to bypass the stuff anyway. I was a kid. I'm not saying bypass it. I'm just saying they will.
And we also have our
Okay,
guest,
yeah.
Mason. Hello, Mason.
Hello.
Scared us, for sure. How you doing,
Us?
Mason?
You mean us?
Yeah, that's true.
No, I scared everyone in the room. I have a pretty
Boy was
intimidating
there
presence.
waiting. He just had this look on his face. He's like, put on the clothes. Put on the clothes. Go stand by.
You guys are late. Put on the clothes.
Yeah, he was a little pushy. I was just like, put on the clothes.
My favorite was I was sitting there and just Tack came in and Tack was like walking this way and he like put stuff down and I was watching him through like little tiny hole in the engine bag and Poy's like, go get your brother.
This buildup has been waiting. It's killing me. Oh man, that was good.
So, Mason, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Been
fantastic.
airsofting a lot?
I didn't go this weekend because I woke up and saw the weather and
Yeah, we did not see you at the field.
yeah.
He
got
chose,
scared.
You chose bed over us, if I remember correctly in
would
chat.
choose
I
that
chose
over-
phasmophobia over you.
Good game?
Okay, you know what? That would be a good game. Yeah.
Yeah, good game.
I found out
yeah.
that my butt cheeks sweat a lot.
Yeah.
Mason, move closer to the mic.
I gotta play that with you guys.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah, no, I played it in VR. And
Oh, even better, even better.
yeah, I'm no longer playing it in VR because I feel like I'm just gonna huck it across the room. It's a scary game, man.
It's good. It's good.
Yep. So we brought Mason in because he is also a local Glock user. Our topic for today is basically pistols. But
Basically,
it's
pistols.
you
You shoved my pistols out of the equation.
It's
Look.
such a broad
Today's
subject.
episode is about Glocks hack, and we settled that already.
Yeah, so we had to talk about Glock because it is like you go over pistols, it's like a huge range. So we got to specify into Glocks, which is basically 90% of the users.
You know what, guys? You guys are just haters.
Do you own a Glock?
I do.
That is the end.
There you go. We've
Ouch.
proven you wrong.
Okay. Well, you know what? Glock wasn't my first gun or pistol.
We're not talking about first guns, Tack. We're talking about the guns you use.
Alrighty then, to Glocks.
Before we do that, let's just get some updates out of the way here. So last podcast updates, Halloween game ideas. We had some great comments from you guys.
I like that one about the Left 4 Dead style game. Now,
Yeah,
I know when
I was
everyone's
reading that,
great.
yeah.
Well, exactly. Now,
but
I
that
understand-
works for smaller sort of games, though.
Well, you could do it with bigger games. It's just that, like, I know when everyone, gets into specifics, essentially every single game is just a glorified version of either Manhunt or Tag, right?
Yeah.
Or Capture the Point or whatever it is. But I liked how he described it and spiced it up and everything like that.
Thank you.
Oh, I was missing a button?
Yeah.
I'm missing a button. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I kind of liked how he was going about it, and it made sense, sort of, and it would be something that, I'd like to be, try and maybe comprise and try out. But, of course, with COVID and stuff like that, it makes it a little bit difficult and everything. So with all these great game ideas that everyone has, obviously we
Yeah,
can...
no, the one of the comments was saying, COVID kind of ruins all the game ideas. to
100%,
begin
yeah,
with.
exactly.
It just ruins everything. COVID has ruined everything.
Well,
We can just
definitely-
play hide and seek at this point. So.
I hate
Yeah,
COVID.
exactly. Like, I'm a big fan of zombie-style games. It would have been really
I
cool,
wanna
but
try those.
unfortunately, unless we're, like, doing, spraying hand sanitizer at each other or something like that, I don't see it being very viable.
I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah.
Just
Let me come at you with the Lysol spray. Let's go.
Yeah, what's the FPS on that?
Yeah, how about instead of zombies with germs? Yeah, game mode.
now the game of Blob really makes sense, right? It's like infected. Here we go.
Oh man! All right. Well, we didn't have much updates from our last podcast, but I like
Great ideas,
guys. Keep it up.
Weather's
Keep them
been
coming.
keeping people kind of, at home
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So.
That's also another good segue to our next topic is weather-wise. Last weekend was Thanksgiving. It wasn't the greatest weather for all of us, and we also mentioned from a few weeks ago that the weather was going to turn into bleh, and it totally did. And what's a reminder you want to say to everybody there, Tack?
Well, definitely to wear jackets and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it did get bad enough that some people's guns did, get messed up. But at the same time, when it gets this, bad, I would suggest, a wrap or something like that, or make sure that you keep, something on you that you can help keep the moisture, down and stuff like that. Because, where we play, it's going to rain regardless. It's going to get wet. So, you want to keep some way of mitigating that.
Yeah, so we did see a lot of cold players out at the field today. Well, there wasn't a lot of players on the weekend because of the weather. But, if you are coming out, please wear proper clothing.
Yeah, clothes. Yeah, well, I did see a lot of people bring changes of clothes.
Yes, changes of clothes, which is good.
At least socks.
Yeah.
I always bring like 3 pairs of socks no matter what because I might.
Dude, you have like a closet in your trunk.
What?
Hey, me too.
Socks.
Yeah, but you have a bug out trunk.
Yeah.
I've got a big trunk, okay?
Yeah,
I know.
denying that.
Yeah.
You got a big trunk? You got a lot of junk, right?
A lot of junk in my trunk, boy.
Moving on. There was also the field. I know Matthew was looking for extras on Monday. That long weekend Monday we had off. Not a lot of takers on that one because everybody had things to do, families to meet and such. But we did what we can. I believe except for Mason, you weren't there. All three of us.
He chose bed.
He chose bed. He chose bed.
Okay, well, in my
Traitor.
defense, I hadn't slept yet.
There you go.
That's yeah, by the time you knew.
Yeah, so me, Mac, and Tack, we were down there supporting our local filmmakers, basically. The field, which is basically an Airsoft sort of like sitcom, sort of.
I'd call it like a web series.
Web series, yeah.
And
That's what they call it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a web series. It's a comedy.
Yeah, so that's coming out, I believe, close to Christmas time, I believe, or something like that. December, that's what they're saying for release dates.
For the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited
So this
to see
was
that.
episode 2 that they were filming. So we still haven't seen episode 1. So they're keeping up with their. So that's made by Matt and his production crew, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, well, if anyone's seen like the that one YouTube video, a few good boys,
A Few
or
Good
something like
Boys,
that,
yeah.
the production quality on that was really, really cool. Like I rewatch it every
Well,
once
they
in a
are
while.
very talented.
That actually
Yep.
got me, like, my friend wanted me to play Airsoft for so long, and that video is what, like, convinced me
Yeah.
to, like,
Yeah,
come and play
and
Airsoft.
this is a first time Airsoft sort of sitcom. Like, like you don't see Fields or anything filming sort of this sort of web series or, sitcom sort of deal where they take all the funny stuff that happens at the field and make it satirical in a way, right? And,
Yeah, exactly. Majority of the time we see like fail compilations and stuff like that.
Or just, YouTube videos of, house gamers just... Hey, he's our biggest
memeing.
video guy here.
Memeing, yo.
Yeah, just memeing. So look out for that at around winter time. Hopefully we get that going soon. All right, I think that is it for any updates. You guys have anything else you want to add? No, I guess we'll jump right into it. So we chose Glock because pistols was the topic that we wanted to jump into, but it was such a broad topic to cover because there's like an AR platform, there is lots of rifles to choose from. So in pistols, we chose Glock because it is like the M4 of the pistol world.
Let's be real. It's because you guys outnumber me here.
It's because they are superior attack.
They are. Glock.
Nobody
#1.
likes holding...
Shout out to my high kappa boys.
You're not even flexing high kappas.
Yeah, what are you
You
talking
got
about?
3 SOCOMs.
Yeah.
Those things weigh like a quarter of the weight of a Glock.
They're
The
like,
but
KWA
they're like
one
3
definitely
times the
does.
size.
and they're like, the size of like
It's
3
like holding a
Glocks.
fucking Nerf gun in your hand.
And then throw the suppressor on there.
Yeah, true.
Useless.
Oh
Unless it's a tracer, what are you
And
doing?
then you see the guys with the thigh holsters with the
Oh
Mark
my
23.
god, yeah.
And then,
Yo,
then the
okay.
suppressor
Ouch,
just goes
man.
straight in the mud.
In their knee.
And then, oh, that's their natural.
Or have you ever seen them try and draw? It's like, oh my god, I gotta
Oh,
bring
yeah.
up my entire
Drawing a
body.
sword.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me unzip first.
I get it. I get it.
No,
That's
but
cool.
in a way, the reason we chose Glocks is because everybody uses it. Everybody has one. Like
very
almost
popular.
everybody has one. It's very popular. Like I said, it's the M4 of the pistol world, right? So
Well, definitely hit it off well in the last 2 years. Like, out of all the other pistol platforms that have been coming out and stuff like that, like obviously SIG has started up doing their thing and stuff, but like Glock has definitely made a foothold, in the airsoft community lately, especially with Umrex, really helping out with the whole, I guess what would you call it? Progress towards like having the availability of a actual licensed Glock,
I mean, let's be honest here. How many licensed Glocks or companies are out there?
Well, yeah, exactly.
There's
How
only
many-
one.
Yeah.
We only know one.
There's
and
only
that's
one official.
Umarex.
Yeah.
Everyone else kind of just skirts around licensing.
Plays the gray
Well,
area.
they play around, the laws, and you know they're allowed to because it's legal. They're not breaking any laws. If they were, they wouldn't wouldn't be so popular, and they wouldn't making millions of dollars.
And
but
for our American viewers or the U.S. viewers, it's the reason why there's no Glocks in the States other than Umarex, because it's hard to import them to begin with.
Oh, they can't even get like.
No.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is I can take my fancy little TM and sell it as a hot commodity in the States.
essentially, yeah, like it's the same thing like with the GMP tobacco guns that we can only get in Canada.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I never
Yeah.
realized picked up on that, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you go down the States to be like, what Glock?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if someone has one, it's like because they snuck it over or something
Well,
like that, or
exactly.
or it got dodged by import laws.
Yeah,
But
I'm not too, up to date on that specific part of it, so I'm not sure how some people get it across. Obviously, some people probably sneak it across, and then that's the game.
but that's
that
okay.
play.
They love their 1911. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird though, because I'm sure that real steel Glocks are super prevalent in the United States. So
Yes,
that's like
they are.
like,
But the
right?
airsoft ones,
Yeah,
no.
What?
Yeah.
What? What?
So let's talk about it. Like, why is a small arms company in Austria the most popular real steel and airsoft around the world?
Because they're awesome. I've shot every airsoft Glock I think that exists to my knowledge, like Poseidon, WE, TM, Umarex. Am I missing anything?
We.
I said we.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Well, there's ASG or the STII or whatever it is.
And then there is also the AEP or what are
Well,
those?
Those are the
TM electric ones.
Yeah,
Electric
those are the
ones, yeah.
ones.
Yeah, I've
those
shot-
are
I've
nice.
shot those as well.
Yeah, I've shot a couple of them. Those are really
Yeah.
really cool. I really wish they were more popular here.
So why are they so popular? Like, in both airsoft and real steel. I mean, real steel, they're popular because they're like.
They're
They're
relatively
indestructible.
cheap, aren't they?
Well, considerably. Like,
Well, in real steel, exactly, they're indestructible.
They're-
Like,
They're
like-
indestructible.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
essentially-
not true. It's a
essentially.
plastic chew toy.
well,
I've seen dogs treat
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Treat
not,
that
I'm, not,
thing.
I'm not gonna lie. If anyone's seen that video, I'm sure everyone has. Right? They froze it. They freaking blew it up. Right? Now, mind you, it didn't have the trigger on it still, but they still were able to, shoot the thing and it shot.
They got
Like,
the
it-
hammer.
my thing is like, if it's not indestructible, then why does like almost every major military use the Glock?
That's true, and I mean it's very popular.
I
among
say
police
almost
agencies.
because I know people are gonna be like, oh, Canada doesn't use the Glock. Oh, America.
Well, yeah, well, there's a lot of
Well, it's like-
specific people who don't use it and stuff like
Well, I
that.
feel like
but
it depends
it's
on,
pretty
like,
popular.
regions
It's
and
very
agencies,
popular.
right?
It is very popular.
Yeah.
I looked up all the countries that use them. I'm like, wow, that is a
I've shot them
big
at the
list.
range and stuff like that, and I enjoyed them. They were really fun to shoot.
Yeah, no, I haven't shot an 18, obviously.
I
As,
wish.
Canada, but I've shot a 17. I've shot a 19X, and they're nice. I've shot a couple of the 45 ones as well. I can't remember what numbers those correspond to, but those are also very nice to shoot. They're just so like minimalistic. They just work.
Easy to pick up.
They're
Yeah,
easy to pick up.
Exactly.
Ergonomics is there.
Yeah.
Definitely from I know there's a whole bunch of positive stuff from the real steel perspective, but like from like an airsoft perspective, with airsoft being customization being a big thing, just platforms looking really clean and stuff like that. So the Glock by itself is a really clean platform. So you could just run just a stock Glock, and when people do photos or whatever it is, or just doing their simple loadouts and stuff like that, it can accent to it just by by itself kind of thing. And then there's all those other accessories that you guys can get, like RMRs. You can get the flared mag wells. There's all kinds of things that you can
Yeah.
get to spice
So
it up.
it's like I said, it is the M4 of the pistol world.
100%. And then with the aid of like video games and stuff like that, like especially specifically COD and stuff, people
I
are
think
gonna go
I think
crazy
for
over
old
that.
timers here, like Die Hard would be the best, especially Die Hard 2, like the best example. Well, I think it was in 1, but Die Hard 2 is like a good example. You know, they could pass through, they showcases that they could pass through security because, you know, it's a polymer.
Because of the polymer lower and stuff
lower,
like that. Yeah,
and I'm
but
like,
still,
oh, okay. But it's popular in movies too. Popular in video games, movies, like media,
Music, everything, right? Yeah, exactly.
yeah, Glock and Mirari.
I can't believe you went there.
I'm just saying, come on. They're always talking about I got my Glock. Making my way down the block with my Glock.
You can't say that part. Or is it
That's the pistol.
No, it's like boom, 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 boom. That's
So
the
you
grenade launcher.
Now you can see why we chose Glocks, right? Because like the popularity is like everybody knows
Everyone
what a Glock
knows
is.
a Glock.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
very
So
popular.
in airsoft world, especially for like Canada here, we have no issues getting a Glock. Like you could go to any like Trigger, for instance, you could go there and be like, there's a selection of Glocks from different companies, like and different sizes and different, you know, variants of it.
Well, I guess one of the positive things too is like in the green gas version of the Glock, at least in the Canada portion of it. I'm not sure about like the smaller ones, but I know like like starting with the 17 and stuff like that. That by itself with the green gas one passes Canadian law for FPS and stuff like that. So it's totally, you can use that, and I can see why that's also a reason for it to push it being popular here.
Yeah.
I know that some other pistols and stuff like that, don't necessarily fall in that category. Like I remember, was it that high power back in the back a couple of years ago or something like that. That one shot really, really low just because of the size.
So
of it
what
and
is,
stuff.
just to remind people, what is the requirements to import it here?
366.
366
yeah.
FPS.
And under up to 500
500, and then there's a joule
and
as well,
or 5.5 joules.
So you can't shoot below 366, basically.
basically,
To import it, you have
yeah.
to shoot over.
That's
Exactly.
why we have such a trouble with TM over here, right? Like
Yeah, because they're always, but in Japan especially, they're always low.
250.
Like, yeah.
It's designed to work off, an old man's fart.
That's one way of putting it.
Well,
Wow.
it's duster gas.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
that's
green gas right there.
No,
Duster-
no.
duster gas.
Green gas is a step above duster
No.
gas.
Didn't they have a thing, like a satire one where it says brown gas?
I guess so,
I
but
don't-
I remember
is
now.
this I
It's
think you're-
e-bike. It's e-bike.
I thought it was
right?
Airsoftology that made that joke.
Yeah, I think it's
it was.
Airsoftology and brown
he had
gas.
but yeah, no, they use a different one. I can't remember
Kinda
the
don't wanna
exact
know where that joke went.
chemical name for it, but I know that
Yeah.
it's talked about on forums and stuff like that. But it's specifically designed for a lower pressure gas.
And all TMs and all TM mags are designed to work with duster gas.
Most optimally, yeah, exactly. So that's why, like, for instance, if people buy like those Neo valves and
Yeah.
stuff, and then they use, for instance, MAP gas or the green gas, they find themselves frustrated because it's either not working properly because it's not meant for.
So is
that
this
gas.
why there is a lack of TM Glocks or pistols out here in Canada because of the import laws?
I'm not sure if it's because of the lack
Because
of
I
import
have
laws.
seen a few, but I'm guessing they updated it so that it could shoot in our standards.
I think it's more to do with cost, because I'm not gonna lie, TM Glocks are more
TMs are
expensive.
pretty pricey.
Yeah.
Even their mags are pretty pricey.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's kind of weird because most people that buy a TM Glock will end up like getting either a WE mag because it'll fit.
Because of the compatibility.
Because
Actually, that's
the
another
compatibility
thing.
will
Yeah.
work, and the mag for the WE is built for green gas, not duster gas. So you actually get better efficiency.
So a lot of companies out there tend to copy TM first when it comes to like gas blowback pistols and stuff. TM's not like their Glock's no exception, because I could see a lot of it fitting. Like a Wii one will fit in a TM one, or a TM one will fit in a Wii one. So their specifications are pretty close. But sometimes the mag
slide lock.
the slide lock doesn't lock up or anything like that, because it's
Yeah, because it
different.
doesn't have the extended follower on.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes too, depending on the version.
But TM always sets the standard for for a lot of these things.
They were first, right? Yeah.
Even the first M4 was TM,
Yep.
and everyone copied the
version.
the 2.0.
Well, like the version 1 gearbox they copied, and then the version 2 gearbox people were copying too.
Well, I mean, you set the standard, everyone's gonna follow.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, you can't really fight it at that point.
Well, I'm pretty sure they went in therefore made all the other versions too. Let's be honest. I'm pretty sure they.
I'm pretty
'cause,
sure
like,
they
if
did.
you think about it, they have made every
The
platform.
fodder of Airsoft setting a standard. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's Airsoft came from Japan. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You're welcome.
arigato.
I don't know.
That's
Well,
like
so-
it's very popular.
Yeah. So,
Either way.
So, or what
Yeah,
do
go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, because I just want to like put out 2 cents too before we like run away from it. Is just we're talking about compatibility, and then so within Airsoft, hell yeah, it's great, especially talking about how like we and Tokyo Marui can be compatible cross-platforming and stuff like that. Really sucks when you travel over to like the VFC Umarex side because it's not as easily compatible and stuff like that. But so aside from that, and then talking about the platform in a whole, because I wanted to just stress on that, is that it's really nice to be able to kind of have like a 1-to-1 replica of something or Airsoft equipment, and then it goes into real steel stuff as well. So I know tons of guys who have real steel Glock holsters or pouches or anything like that, and just the ease of use, going back and forth and stuff like that from that. I know a guy personally who has a real steel Glock and an Airsoft Glock, and, he loves going back and forth between them. Make sure you don't mix those up.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's why you always use a flag.
Yep.
A flag rod? Is what
Yeah,
it's called?
flag rod.
Yeah.
Flag rod, you gotta
Yeah.
have a trigger lock
Yeah,
too, don't you?
yeah,
for a
you got a
pistol?
trigger lock, and then you put a flag on the chamber.
Yeah, well, that's a restricted weapon even anyway, so
Yeah, you
that's
can't
a
bring it
whole nother
anywhere.
list
Yeah.
of rule sets and everything. So just talking about Airsoft though, like I do enjoy the ease of access to like real steel equipment,
Dry
and
fire
everything
training.
like that.
Dry fire
fire
training,
training,
yeah.
like that's something that I love. I wish I did less of it because then my gun would function properly. I wore out my slide on it, so it's like I gotta get a new one now, and it's VFC, so I can't just slap it.
Yeah.
That's why I just bought the TM.
I know.
The plastic slide's never gonna. Well, it
It's
already
good.
broke.
Yeah.
I have a TM, and yes, the plastic slide broke.
Yeah,
on
it's
that as
unfortunate
well.
that in the States, for the longest time, they didn't have an available Glock that they could just pick up off the store shelves because of, just the licensing rule and the
So it
import
was
bans.
the import bans for them specifically then.
Yeah.
Okay.
For us here, it's no problem because we have like no issues bringing them in. Asia, all the Asia continent has no issues with it.
Yeah.
They can just bring in whatever and
we have
basically
very good
basically
fair
copy
use.
anything, right?
Yeah, we have very good fair use laws.
Yeah, but as far as like in the U.S., they are like the #1 biggest users of Glocks, but they have nothing to dry fire with at that point for
They have good
training.
alternatives though.
Yeah,
True. I mean,
Yeah.
like like if we go down the barrel of Sig, like that's another episode.
yeah.
Well,
But I mean, at least they have Umarex now to license to have a proper licensing on it. So they have one company that can do it. So I'm guessing that goes with the Preem as well down there. So, yeah. So popular all around. Like, not gonna lie, like you talk to some kid, they'll probably know what a Glock is. They'll think it's basically the reverse now. Pistol is like a Glock, and that's how it is now.
yeah, like as vice grips are technically just, pliers.
Where did that come from?
What's the same thing? He's like referencing like kids are just gonna call it a pistol, but it's a Glock.
It is a pistol.
Yeah.
And it's called a Glock.
Yeah, but oh, dude, I like your pistol. This is an M9 Beretta. No, that's a pistol. It's like
It.
I like a Glock.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a Beretta M9.
yeah.
Okay.
I think
is-
it's like saying the generalization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how people are just like assuming that.
Yeah, it's gonna
Pistols
like
are Glocks.
Yeah, it's gonna muddy.
Not that
Or
Glocks are
9 mil.
pistols.
It's a
Okay,
9 mil.
pistols
It's a
are
45
Glocks.
actually.
Oh, let's not even get into that. Jeez.
Yeah.
All
Yo,
right,
I
let's.
love your Glock 17. It's a 19. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh man,
I love getting into fights like that.
Jeez.
Actually, it's an 18 switch full auto.
18s are fine.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I was
But
gonna
a
be like,
pistol is
not,
not meant to go full.
I was
on.
gonna
No.
say not for long, but then again, like,
not.
an
at that
18 will
little
stay
beauty
full
over there.
auto
I
after
know,
it
I see
breaks.
Let's talk about general usage of it. Like we're talking about how popular it is. Let's talk about the usage of it. Right? It is for you guys secondary. Right?
It is
For
my
me, it's a
primary.
Do you just carry a Glock in the field?
Sometimes he does.
Dude,
That's
this
all-
guy goes so minimalist sometimes. I'm not even kidding. I don't
I'm
even know why
only
he wears
wearing
that.
this to
Yeah.
be warm.
I don't even know why he wears a rig
Posted
anymore.
up in a corner. Mac, throw me a Mac.
I'm telling
No,
you
like-
guys, I'm waiting a couple more months before this guy does like this revolution where he wears just a dye mask and he shows up in a sweater.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, don't do that.
I played with a dye mask.
Don't
once.
lie to me, man.
Go full
It's
mill
gonna
sim, but
happen.
like super speed sim.
Speed sim. I'm
Speed.
already speed sim.
Mill speed.
So let's hear it, Mason. Like,
Mill
why do you like using a Glock compared to other pistols?
yeah,
It's, okay.
Personally.
The right now I own a TM, which is very snappy, and it's very fun to use. For example, the guys that play here will know City. I run the TM Glock on City. I run very minimalist loadout, just my belt for the most part. Sometimes a chest rig with extra mags. And I mean, I'm already pretty quick, but with that little amount of stuff on me,
Actually, do you
I'm
have
a
your
feather.
Glock here?
I do.
Which one is it? Let's
So-
go to the camera here.
If you refer your eyes to the closest to the camera in the middle,
That one. Yeah.
yes.
There you go.
So that is my TM Glock
Bring it down
17.
closer a bit. There you go. Yep.
And then it's got a mount on the slide made by MITA Airsoft.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard of them or not, but they make some great products. And on top of that is a Trijicon RMR.
That's an actual real steel Trijicon
Yes.
armor. All right.
Yeah.
Of course.
That was, yeah.
Let's see it rack. Oh, pretty.
So the heaviest thing on there is the Trijicon.
So I don't hear that. I don't hear that metal at all. This is all plastic.
It's all plastic, and it's actually already cracked slightly.
Oh. There goes that fairy dust.
Dude, it happened on like the second day that I had it. I swear to God.
Did you use?
Is that when we were racing?
No, this was like before we started racing.
Okay.
And I just shot it, and because Poi's seen it, where the slide actually lifts off of the frame,
Yeah.
That's not good.
and it gets stuck.
That means that your trigger mechanism at the back or your hammer unit is basically like the screw is coming off.
yeah.
No, it's
Wait,
not
didn't
actually
that
the
happen?
screw.
Wait, didn't that happen before we
No, that
tightened
was
it
in
up?
the VFC one.
Oh, okay,
But
alright.
this, so on the bottom of the slide, there's these little wings that kind of keep it tucked onto the frame.
Yeah.
One is basically half of it missing.
Ah,
So if it's tilted to the side at all, it gives enough play because it's plastic to come off.
gotcha. So it just
No way,
misaligns from the rails.
It doesn't come completely off because
Okay.
it still has like 3/4 of all the
It still has the other rails at the front to
Okay,
guide
yeah,
it through
yeah, yeah.
as it's sliding
'Cause
in.
I was just saying, I've seen that happen before on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's-
take care of your Glock. What the heck?
I honestly think it came like that. I'm not taking any responsibility.
It's disrespect, man.
I'm not taking any responsibility for that.
Terrible.
TM's still the best though.
They're okay.
Well,
Okay.
my experience with the TM one that I have is the spring totally shot out front, so the slide's totally messed. I just got to get a new slide.
Tack, just be honest. You hate Glocks, and it's okay.
I like Glocks.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. It's just that Glocks are quiet.
All right, Mario and Luigi.
There's a reason
clean
why
some
my
pipes.
Glock has a TDC on it now.
Yeah, true. I know. It's pretty. It's
So that
pretty
was
good.
weird. Actually, let's talk about that. That was weird to see a TDC mod on top of that thing. How easy was it to install?
Pretty easy. It was made for a TM version and the Wii, but I managed to get it to work on the
So for
VFC
those
one.
people that don't know, what does TDC mod do?
So I don't know. Everyone wants to call it whatever it is, but technically it's top dead center. You know, some people
That
might
is what
call
it's
it.
called.
Some people might be like top down center. You know, whatever it is. Point is, it's TDC. Screw goes down right onto the hop unit so that it's directly on top of it and stuff like that. So you don't have like this whole thing of like.
So you don't have that
arm or
little
anything.
knob like that you have to rotate. It's basically just
exactly.
drilled through.
The basis on it is that you're directly contacting it. You know.
Oh, okay.
You
You
don't
don't
have.
have to take the slide off, right? And try and get at the hop up wheel and everything.
Oh well, yeah. Well, there's that too. But
Yeah,
it's
but
just
you
like
lose the
whole-
aesthetics when you got a little screw there that you got to turn.
True. True.
So I don't like it already.
Well, you know, it's like I like it. It's a 3D printed outer barrel, essentially,
The
and
whole outer barrel?
yeah, it's a
Oh,
whole
wow.
it's an outer barrel assembly, and then the one that I have is like a version, I guess like a version 1 Hadron TDC. I believe I talked to the guy and I talked to him about it, and then he explained to me that he was making a different version down the line, so that you wouldn't have to do the same mod that I did, where I had to cut a couple pieces off of it for it to fit on, because the
So that's a lot of modifications on the Glock there, then.
well, not too much. It's just that, like, because VFC has come out with like a couple different versions, and each version has like a different change on it, but be it like how the hop up is attached, or how the the mechanism moves and stuff like that.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. And so like,
But let's backtrack here. Like, general usage, how is it? Why do you like Glocks or don't like Glocks, or
well,
what's your feel?
my feel with Glocks, I like it because it's simple. I can run it stock just by itself.
Yeah.
Like I could run a scope with it, but I don't. I might run something like what Mason has, because I actually like that setup. I've seen other people have some really busy setups. Flared magwell, charging handle, and all that other stuff, which I don't really care for. And
You
stuff
like the
that.
classic aesthetics, then?
Yeah, actually, when it gets down to it, yeah, I like the classic look and stuff like that.
Gotcha. What about you, Mac?
I'm pretty much the same. It's pretty plain and boring. Like, I've got just a stock Glock 17. Like you had pointed out too, right? Like, so I do love my pistol. I use it for dry fire training and everything like that. I love being able to move and a compact and in a CQC situation and switch to that pistol. But my pistol is a secondary to me. So
Yeah.
or in the airsoft sense, right? So I would use it as a secondary, or it's like a pain threshold thing. So it's like for me, like anytime I like push up and we play like Capture the Mines or something like that, and if I'm playing that game and I get into the mine shaft, I'll just switch to my pistol, because there's no point in me just like dusting people with like my HPA gun when it's all like, okay, I'll let you get a little closer, and I've only got 20 shots, so I gotta be smart, right?
Little mercy from the HPA
Well, that's just my
guy,
way
eh?
to help people out, right? But yeah, so I love just the clean, like I feel like it's super clean, right? I love the aesthetics, and then I really do love the adaptability that you can do with the Glock. So, like, I know a lot of other guns, you have the attachments, or you can add, RMRs, optics, and stuff like that, or you could get like a tac flashlight, just like the Glock can and everything like that. But I haven't seen the versatility that Glock has come out with in other platforms. So, like, I've seen, like, so if we want to touch on the one there, that's the Ronin kit, right?
Yeah. So
So
let's
there's
bring
a-
it up here.
Yeah.
Glock house.
So the
Exactly.
Ronin kit right there,
Glock
the
house.
Glock house is what Jill calls it. So this is the Ronin kit. The Glock is so adaptable.
Yeah.
I'll bring it forward a bit there. Yeah, bring it down. There you go. The Glock is so adaptable that they've made SMG kits for
Yeah,
it.
like exactly.
And
Carbine kits for this.
Carbine kits, basically. And that's a Ronin kit right there. We'll install one shortly here in a bit, but this is basically just makes it so that you could use the Glock as an SMG platform,
Like a
and you could
standalone,
shoulder it
exactly.
at that point. Yeah.
Help sight get that sight picture a lot better.
And
'cause-
there's also not just one Ronin kit, but there are multiple ones. And then there's also just the ones where it just, what is it in Tarkov with the,
Arm brace.
Arm brace, yeah. yeah.
The California compliant.
Oh,
This
no,
is a
that's
pistol.
an arm brace.
Yeah,
those
that's
are arm
different. That's an
braces.
arm brace. But yeah, I don't. You know what I'm talking about? Where the one in Tarkov where it just comes out the back of the pistol grip, and then
It shoots out, right?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's called an Alda stock. I wanna
Something like
say.
that.
It's
I've
a
seen
specific
folding
company
ones,
that
too.
made it.
yeah. But you can see how like you could take a Glock and adapt it to so many things and so many attachments to it. That's why it's like a beloved pistol platform to begin with.
And it's reliable. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like I know I've had some moments where, like, it's too cold and my Glock won't perform.
Yeah.
But like, I have been in so many heated like airsoft matches and stuff where, like, it's always faster to switch to my secondary than to try and reload, right? So like, I have been in so many of those situations where I just dump the primary, pull out that secondary, and manage to survive for another 30 seconds, and then you just get killed.
That's it. 30 seconds.
Yeah, for me, my Glock. I guess I could showcase it here. So my Glock, it's right down there in front of you. Yeah, that one. My Glock is basic. Like, I've been using Glocks for like the past 10 years, and I've adapted it to like this is basically 3 separate Glocks.
I
that
see
I'm-
you have the fast trigger.
Yes.
I love it so much.
Yes, and that's how I beat Mac in a draw.
Look, if you're basically just saying let's have a rematch, so okay.
Right
All
now?
No,
Right now?
not right now. But it's coming.
It's coming? All right. Yeah, as you can see there, mine comes with an RMR at the top. It's a fake RMR. I'm actually going to remove it because I'm not really a big fan of the RMR at this point. It takes more time to aim down sight and try to find a dot versus me actually naturally just pushing through. Go away, Mason.
Are you sure about that?
Train the way you fight, boy.
Yeah, I do without
But you,
RMR.
but you don't use the pistol anyway.
Yes, that is also true. But these guys know, also probably the viewers know at this point now that I don't.
It's all for show.
Poi will call hit before he has to go to his
The
pistol.
secret
That is true. That is true.
Oh, no more AR mags. I'm out, guys.
That is true. I am much faster at feeding my beast, right, my M4, than drawing a pistol, right? Even though I beat you, by the way.
The secret
Look,
is that
he's just challenging me openly here. Poi, we're settling this weekend. I don't care.
Oh, done. All right.
the secret is that the pistol doesn't actually work.
Oh, no. It works.
Shot me in the face.
I don't know. I've never
works.
seen it fire.
I
No,
saw it.
that's
fire.
the thing. That's the thing is, for me, my primary is always going to be an AR. If I have to go my backup, that's because I ran out of ammo or my gun is not working at all.
Poi using a pistol is like Bigfoot. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't exist.
I mean, some people have seen it, so that's why it's like there's a myth.
so
that-
you're the Bigfoot spotter.
Yeah, dude, he shot me in the face. It's real.
Yeah,
It's real.
let's be honest
did
here.
you
No
get
one's seen me
photos?
shoot him, though.
I did not
That's
see that.
not true at all.
No, no witnesses.
I cannot
have
confirm.
witnesses.
Who was the witness?
Yeah,
Jack, you really
I did
didn't-
not see this.
Yo, you were there
Yo, I
and
was
you're
not
lying
there.
to
I'm
the
sorry.
camera.
No, I'm sorry,
Who
man.
paid you? Boy?
So what you're telling me it was a mystery AR in my hands, but all of a sudden there was a
It was
pistol.
a secret small.
Oh, he was
AR.
using an arm race.
Speaking of which, do
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
why.
ever need paid actors?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
train the way you fight, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't rely on my secondary too much, but when I am gonna rely on it, it's gonna be my Glock for sure because I have used that thing for the last 10 years and I basically gutted it and put new Glocks in it. My old Glock, I still like the lower of a Gen 3. I'm not a big fan of the big button for the Gen 4 because of the fact that it is way too big that like I will hit that by
Accidentally?
accident and then the
Really?
mag comes out.
So
The
for
19X
myself,
is
I like the big one just because I got short thumbs. So I find that's why I like that. Like, and I guess that's why they created so many different
Yeah,
versions.
but
and stuff
my
like that.
slide is basically like the custom Wii one, which I like because it's a little bit lighter, a little bit faster, and then the barrel is basically the same barrel that I've used for my first one. I've just cleaned it a lot. So for me, I've just basically Frankenstein my Glock, but I customize it to my own needs. Basically, fast trigger. That's what I want. If I'm ever gonna draw that thing, it has to be fast. Right, but I still rely on my fast reloads on an AR. That's why you never see me draw the pistol because I'm just gonna reload the magazine on a AR right away, much faster. So that's where I come from for Glocks. But reliability, I'm still gonna trust the Glock. I have a 1911. I have
I was gonna ask, what else do you own, pistol wise?
pistol wise. It's just gonna be a 1911. I got two 1911s basically. I like the classic look and holding it.
Oh, do you have the A1, the government issue?
Yeah,
one?
the government issue one. I like that look.
Yeah.
Just that's the only reason why I like it is because it's just the look.
Yeah.
Right. Other than that, the Colt guys, 1911 guys are gonna hate me, but I hate using it because it's unreliable. It's not something I like to shoot with. I'm not fast with it either. Reloading's a bitch with it sometimes.
Mags are a little bit tiny.
They're
Yeah.
finicky. Yeah.
Yeah, but when it comes to Glocks, draw, shoot, and then put it back in the holster. That's it. And then I'm reloading my AR right away.
Neutralized?
Yeah, pretty much. Let's jump in here to accessories and holsters and all kinds of different things that you get because we were just talking about how I customize mine. Like, how do you guys like to customize yours? Who wants to go?
Well, mine's pretty simple. So right now, for the past few years, I have been running. So I've had my Glock 17. It's a VSC Umarex Glock, Glock 17. It's stock. I haven't done anything to it. I shoot like 2.5s out of it and everything like that. I've set the hop so it's pretty good. It ranges. I'm never really using it to engage anything more than about 50 feet. So to me, it suits my needs for when I need it. I run it out of just an Airsoft SciTac holster. It's performed well for me and everything like that, but I have recently made some changes. So I'm currently just waiting on Safariland level 2 holster.
So you're moving up to more real steel gear at that point because SciTac is more for airsoft.
Yeah, it's
correct?
an affordable airsoft holster.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what I mean. I'm not knocking on it or anything like that.
No, it's a good starter. I'm not knocking on it either.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I've had that thing for years now, and I'm not going to get rid of it because it's something I can always go back to. But I did just make the decision to kind of, like, upgrade my accessorize a little bit. So what I have coming right now is one of the multicam. I think it's like 6503 or something. There's so many numbers with Safariland, but it's a level 2 multicam holster. And then I've also got a T-Rex Arms Ragnarok holster coming. So that one's a level 1. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's like a.
So this is why you have the shot timer.
Yes, because I am a fanboy.
You know he's in the U.S. right now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Liku, yeah.
Exactly. Just trying to be the next Liku, guys.
Yeah.
I got a long way to go. Okay.
How's your timing?
It's pretty good, actually. Not bad. I mean, you know, like I do
Takes
practice.
training, yeah.
I do practice quite a lot. You know, I'm definitely one of those losers that hangs out in my room and just kind of like.
I know that.
Hey, I think
right,
all
here
our
we go.
viewers are, dude. I think all our viewers are. Yeah, not F in chat.
Why were you gonna say no?
W in the chat
W.
if you dry fire at home for more than 2 hours.
Oh,
Okay.
true.
Whoa. I
Really?
wouldn't. 2 hours straight?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
do like maybe 20 minutes.
Whoa,
and
no,
then-
whoa.
like,
That's
yeah.
it?
Slacking.
Well, you're lacking. Dude, you're lacking.
Is that
Slacking
why
and
you
he's
beat me?
lacking.
Dude,
Is that why you beat me?
I did 4 hours with an AR.
4 hours. What
Yeah.
are you doing? Like listening
Nothing.
to like David Doggins in the background and just like
No,
reloading?
just Metallica.
All right. Okay. I gotta up those numbers a bit there.
Those are rookie numbers, my dude.
I got a busy life, man.
Chat.
I'm working.
Comment down below. How long do you
How
dry
long do
fire
you
practice
take?
at home?
Yeah.
Come on.
Do you dry fire practice?
I guess that's a good one to start with.
How about
Do you
you?
dry fire?
Do you dry fire
English.
at home? Yeah.
Do you dry fire at home? And if so,
How long?
how long?
Yeah.
He's better at
That
that.
comment can go so many ways. Anyways,
My God. Oh my
Mason.
Demonetized.
First of all, we're not even monetized. Mason.
Yeah.
Accessories, holsters, customization. What?
Cool.
What do you have? Go.
Okay, well, I have personally just the one Glock, the Glock 17. I run a Tricicon RMR. Everything else is stock besides internals. Internally, I have just a Flamingo pink booking.
Yeah.
Flamingo pink
Yeah.
booking. Works
think
great, shoots far, does its job. I also brought 2 other Glocks, not owned by myself, but I really, really like one
Let's
of them.
see here. Let's
and one
see.
of them's kind of, I'm not a fan of.
Which one are we looking at here?
So, bottom left for you, Jill. Yes. Now, I
flat.
really like this Glock. It is very, very nice.
That is nice. The two-tone is like
Oh,
always
yeah,
great
with
to see.
the gold in there as well, the flared mag.
I
That's
really
pretty-
like the
that's-
flared mag. I
that's
keep
pretty
trying
flashy.
to find
They're
extended bases,
so
and
good.
I cannot
Dude,
find
need a Airsoft. They make all different colors and whatnot.
Okay.
Now, this one is an 18, so it's got the fun switch.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's an 18. Let's see the fun. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Put it to
yeah.
fun
Now-
mode. Put it to fun mode. Flip it over.
I'm not a huge,
There you are,
I'm not
yeah.
a huge fan of the 18. It's cool, but yeah.
More
Actually,
problems.
let's talk about that. 18s, Glock 18s. We all seen it. We probably all flipped it to fun mode
Yep.
and just fired it a bunch of times.
But that's all it's good for.
Yeah.
But a couple of months later, what happens?
The hammer spring breaks. Something
What do you mean? It
breaks, something
stays an
breaks.
18. For all those who know, they
broken
know. You know, like there ain't no single shot after that. A couple months later, you know.
That is true. Yeah.
unfortunate, yeah,
The Sears
exactly.
like.
It's a full on 18, man.
Well, just pistols aren't meant to go full auto. I feel.
I mean, race pistols go like almost like
Well, I
full
guess
auto.
they have that high cap, full auto only pistol, right?
Yeah.
And then
I was
they
gonna
also-
mention the Taurus, but then I was just like, no, the Taurus has a really small
But it's
sear
also
on
an
it too.
M9.
But for
Yeah.
even for
Beretta, yeah.
even for the real steel version of the Glock, like
18C,
18,
yeah.
right? Even
Real
though
steel
it's
one's
hard to
super
get,
nice.
yes.
But they didn't make it to serve any purpose.
No, it's
they
just for
made
fun.
it because people wanted it, and they're gonna make money off of it no matter what.
The funny thing is that don't some guys actually use it in service?
That's ridiculous.
No,
Because
I don't see them use that's just mag dumping useless rounds
yeah,
into
the
like.
thing about Glock is they make money on no matter what they make. If they didn't make money on what they make, they would only make Glock 17s.
That is true.
If they made money on everything like they do, that's why
fun.
they're making Glock 44. It shoots 22.
Well, they have the R&D for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
But they got like that G26 advanced, right? Like I mean, or
Oh.
the Glock 26, right?
Yeah.
Like that one is like it's a mini Glock, so it's smaller than the 19, which is already I'm pretty sure the smallest like it can go, right? But then it goes to the G26, and like I can't remember what that what that chamber is in real steel, but
It's I believe it's 9 mil.
is it still 9 mil?
I think it's 9 mil.
Okay, but either way, that one's like a mini Glock, right? And
Tiniest Glock.
yeah, like I'm pretty sure they market it to like females and stuff like that. Just
There's pink Glocks. There's
no
pink
knock
Glocks.
on it,
I'm not
right? But
gonna
it's just a
lie.
smaller handling, right? So
if you were to market like pistols,
I swear
would
that one is full auto
I would
capable.
market
That's why I was
Walther
like, what?
guns to people.
You know what I would like to see? You know how in the real steel world they modify Glock 17s or whatever else version? They put that little mod at the back to make it full auto. Like, I'd like to see that in Airsoft. Someone tried to make that in Airsoft because that'll be hilarious. It's like just a real take on real steel world of taking what's already a semi-auto and then making it to full auto.
Jesus.
Just
that sounds dangerous.
grind down the.
Well,
just
I
grind
mean,
it down, right? Just a little bit,
just
right?
grind it
Yeah, you're just
Grind down that sear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that one, it.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, so the 18C.
What's
makes
your other
that?
one here?
So that is a mix. The same one.
Same one?
Same one as before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a garter frame
Yeah.
with I believe it's a WeTech slide.
So this is a Wii.
It is a mishmash. It was started as TM, but it's mostly Wii parts now. It's got garter frame. I'm not sure what trigger's in there, but it's a nice trigger.
Yeah, it's the same fast trigger as mine then,
Yeah,
from the
it's
looks
got
of it.
a
Yeah.
PDI barrel.
So this is pretty well maintained. I could totally tell. You
Oh,
take care of this, or you just
well-
don't field it enough.
No, well, this is actually my friend's.
Ah.
But
Thank you to letting us see.
Yeah, he was very kind to let us borrow it for showing it off because it is beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yeah.
And I want something very similar to that, just a less flashy slide.
Yeah, the
and,
fiber optic, what do you call it?
Iron
sights?
Iron sights.
Yeah,
That-
your
I'm
sights.
going back to that on my old one
you
as
like
well.
that?
I prefer it because in dark areas, if you get a little bit of that light anywhere, it'll just shine green and red
So
for
it's good
the
for
front
you in
and
those
rear
low light
post.
Or
situations.
you just
Yeah.
have a real Trigicon that shines no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
bud.
okay.
Okay, bud.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Just-
what's the other one you brought in here?
The far right. Yeah, so
Oh,
That is-
suppressor.
that
That
is
is-
a, I believe it's also a mishmash.
It's a mix. I see Wii at the bottom
yeah,
there
it's
and
got,
the top.
It's got some Wii, it's got some TM.
Yeah.
The slide was sanded down and clear coated by him. The
Now,
frame
if
was.
you rack that slide there, the front is so that stays.
Yeah, that
It doesn't.
stays.
Okay. I
so
thought
the suppressor is part of
a part of the.
Yeah.
Is that like a compensator on there?
Yeah,
It's,
it's
like,
yeah.
it's like the compensator attachment, but he's
That's
just
pretty
got
cool.
a.
The
Uh,
barrel
actually
doesn't
really
reciprocate.
sleek.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah,
I see
it,
on
it,
there.
it falls off.
Nice.
Yeah, I believe he did the stippling job on it as well.
Really? That's a nice job.
That is pretty cool. I like that.
Kudos. I've seen some really cool jobs out there by some people, like personally on their
Oh,
stippling.
dude,
Yeah,
this
custom
people that
stippling, yeah.
stipple anything. Like I saw a build out there. It was for 1911, but still, it was very cool. He actually did like a Marvel
Oh, that's cool.
like logo on the hand grip and just stippling it on. So that was really cool. So yeah, those are the three that I brought with me, and yeah.
Actually, let's just pull up what a regular Glock looks like, just for comparison. Let's
top
get the
left, I
vanilla
think?
one. Yeah, that one. So that is just a vanilla Glock right
Yeah,
there,
Stock, bare bones,
That-
and beautiful.
and it's still beautiful.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, so I've actually fielded all 3 Glocks that I brought.
Yeah.
I just don't own 2 of them. I run them out of my Ragnarok holster made by T-Rex Arms.
Yeah.
It's a great holster. It's a retention holster, no button. No...
And let's pull up the 18 here as well. So this is a vanilla 18 as well. There you go.
It's nice. Still beautiful.
So from the looks of this table here, 17s is the popular one for sure, because of the fact that manufacturers choose the 17 to begin with. There are like the G34 is just the longer barrel version, or the 24. The 19 is a smaller version of the 17, basically. What else have we seen? I've seen a 35, 34.
The Glock 23 is the baby Glock.
23 is the smaller one.
That's
Yeah,
the baby one.
yeah. That has a different magazine as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
There's, I can never remember the numbers for them, but there's basically all the same Glocks, but they're different numbers, chambered in 45.
Yeah.
So
In the real steel world, you could just dump a number from
you're like,
1 to 50.
I want a Glock.
Well, from 10 to 50, and there's a
27?
Glock version of it somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, from 17 all the way up
The
to
Glock
50.
44 is the one that chambers 22, right?
Yeah, it's in 22.
So I want to see that magazine. That's got to be.
Oh, it's okay. You know
gotta be like a
those.
slot.
You know those really like, weird looking.
1911 mags.
Yeah, with the ones where it has like the really thin
Yeah.
on the front,
Like
and
a
everything else is
Makarov.
empty, and the Makarov.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Ooh, wow, that's gross.
And-
Okay.
But imagine how much 22 rounds you could fit on that magazine now.
Oh, I can't remember the magazine
22.
size.
No, it has to be more.
Oh, it's definitely more.
I would say like 44.
It's like a
rounds or
drum at that
something like
point.
At that
But,
point, have you seen a 22 drum? They're gross.
Dude, they jam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the
easily.
time. Did you remember?
So
I
easily.
saw this one video of a guy walking. He had it jammed.
Oh, the
yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Speaking of magazine, Glocks is one of those like few, not a lot, but few, like it's the major pistol that sports a larger magazine capacity as well as a drum for airsoft. Let's just pull up one up here.
How much do the drums actually fit? Like
300.
So
Depending on
this
the
one's an
size.
extendo mag
in
here.
airsoft, the
So
green
what does an
gas ones are
extended
300
mag
rounds.
fit?
Oh,
That's 50 rounds, right?
For airsoft, it's about 50 rounds. This is a regular size right here. So let's compare with the regular one and a long one right there. So for the regular one, it's about 25 rounds, I believe. And then for the longer extended mag, it's about 50. And then a drum,
Depending on the
depending
make,
on
right?
what brand it is and what it is, like you could have it, you could HPA tap it too if you want, right?
Yep, you've seen it done before.
I've seen it done before, and then they have the drum underneath there, and then that's like a high cap
Oh, well,
magazine.
in that case, if they use HPA tap, then you're getting into like 1,500, 3,000 rounds and stuff like that.
So those insane. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those platforms in the pistol world that you could basically adapt a lot of things to it, just like an M4, right? So like that's why it's really popular. But there you go. That's just like the magazine right there. As far as like different versions, like we were just talking about the different versions there. Like 17 is the most popular one. What else have you guys like fielded or anything? I've only fielded this 17 and 18 and 19, honestly, and probably the 35 because of the longer barrel.
I've only ever used the 3, 17, 18, 19, just
Yep.
because that's what's been available. But, it'd be nice with the popularity of what's been going on in Airsoft that hopefully they make the other versions. But, time
Like
will tell.
the John Wick version or the Tanner Tactical version of it.
If you want
Or
any of
Terran
those like
Tactical.
super custom stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Anyone curious or whatever it is, definitely look at and then look at like KY Airsoft and stuff like that, because those guys do a lot of the cool custom kind of builds. And
That's
stuff
when
like
you
that.
actually have to like customize it to your own at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no buy one option. I think there is, but I'm not too
They
particular.
might have made series and stuff like that. I know that like KY specifically, they'll do like a build series or something like that, and then they'll have like maybe 10 or 12 in stock or something, and you can buy that certain.
So if for people who don't know, if you are in the gas blowback world, KY Airsoft, happily named KY Airsoft for some reason, KY Airsoft is a great.
I can't say the name. I know what it is, but I can't.
Yes, I know.
pronounce it.
That's what I was poking fun at. It is basically like the best place to get replacement parts for anything gas blowback. Not just pistols, but ARs and everything, as long as you know the part number.
Yeah.
So that's my secret to you guys is if you're getting into the gas blowback world, KY Airsoft for Wii is like the best place to go. If you're looking for GHK, it's Samoon.
And don't throw away your manuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that. Those manuals will give you all the part numbers that you need. You're looking for that one piece of screw, $1, $2,
Yeah.
and then $20 for shipping.
That is where they get you, though.
That's where they get you
We thought
guys.
we were
Well, it's
gonna
not
get
their
away
fault
with it.
though. It's not their fault. If they could, they'd send it to you through, a letter. But
Letter
you
mail.
can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, we're looking for custom Glocks. Yeah, you're gonna have to build it to your taste, just like when I built my Glock. Right, it's built to my, what I like it to be. For you, have you tried any different versions there, Mason?
I've never used a 19.
Oh, they're
Well, Airsoft. I've shot the 17 and 19 real steel. I wish I'd shot an 18 real steel, but Canada.
Me too. I know.
Same.
Fun. Oh, man. Can you imagine?
Let's go to Vegas.
What's coming?
I've seen the videos of it of people doing like the full extended mag shooting, and then they just like.
How about double? I want double.
I haven't seen the double one, but I've seen the one person where they go and they dump the full extended round, and after they're just like, "How does it feel?" And they're like, "My elbows." I'm just like,
So
whoa.
this is kind of off topic, but I saw a video. It was a guy who was shooting a full auto Scar H.
Ooh,
Now
ooh, that's.
that is a lot of recoil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say
It was like
hurt.
it was like shot, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm off the trigger again." It was pretty bad, but
And this is why Glock 18s for Airsoft is popular, because it's one of those things where you can handheld something that just goes brah.
Well, so like for me personally, I have owned a 17. I have played with a 19, and I've never owned an 18, but or a 19 yet. I'd like to get a 19, but I have a 17. I used to have a Glock 26. I didn't like it because, again, I don't know if that's the one, but it was very small. So
You did not like that one at all.
It has that
It
weird
had-
compensator front,
yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
really
that's
weird.
the 26.
Yeah.
I bet you it was hard to find a holster for it as well, too.
I didn't even try. I didn't even get that far.
Yeah,
My main concern was where do I get another
Yeah.
mag, because it had this really weird.
Well, he bought it. He
short
got two
mag,
mags,
A
and then that
short,
was
no,
it.
it has a regular stock mag, but it has a short grip. So as soon as you took the mag out, the grip would go with the mag. So it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, they added to it like the front part of it. I remember
Yeah, it was
for your pinky. It
it
was
was
so
weird.
weird.
So I sold that off. I didn't want that anymore, and then I haven't really looked back since, just because I do enjoy my 17. It's always there for me when I need it, and yeah, like I have so many other options for it. I don't need, like, I own other pistols. I have my first pistol was a 1911, but that's on the shelf now because that's like a wall gun, and my Glock is my tool.
Glocks.
Glocks.
Everybody has one.
Yeah,
Everybody has different
yeah.
variations of it.
100%. Yeah, I've owned and used all three. I wasn't a fan of the Wii one just because at the time I had a really worn out secondhand one. So rest in peace to that one. I ended up partsing it and stuff like that. So if I were to buy a new one, I know you've told me tons of times, Poi, as long as you take care of it from the beginning, it'll treat you well. And just with the customization with the Wii platform and stuff like that, I think my next gas blowback one will probably be the Wii platform, just because I already have a TM, I already have a VFC, and I like them. They're nice. I really like the VFC one just because what VFC did was they made it so that it was compatible with all three. The only thing is that some old generations with the TM stuff, you have to change the feed lips so that it can work with the nozzle and whatnot.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was the one. That was the one thing. So like, I got two extended mags that all I got to do is I got to change the gasket out or whatever it is, because it's instead of it being like lengthwise, it's like widthwise or whatever it is. So I got to change that, and then after that, I can use the extended mags.
You do a lot more internal customizations on your Glock than versus
well,
exterior like us.
I like messing with things and tinkering with stuff. That's why I have the TDC on mine and stuff like that. Like for myself,
They like to tinker with the performance of it.
He likes to erase the TM fairy dust.
Well,
He
no,
likes
no,
to
it's
push
still
performance.
it
I've
still
shot
has the
his
TM
Glock.
performance.
Yeah.
Like for instance, if I had a TM and I had the TDC in there, it would like that would be super
Yeah,
cool too. Like
it's-
because like for myself, I run like 4.6s in my Glock.
Jesus.
Asshole.
Or 6?
Yeah, 4.6s. Yeah, and I can still shoot them just as far.
So how slow is that thing coming towards someone that you could actually dodge it?
It's like a Mark 23
Well,
level.
most
Yeah.
of the time they don't realize it's
go
coming at
figure.
them because.
Oh, is
Yeah.
this why you like Mark 23s?
Well, the Mark 20, I have the same thing with my Mark 23. It's like I shoot the same weight with my Mark 23
So
as
guys,
my Glock and
comment
stuff like
comment
that.
down below if you guys want us to go true MK23s. I mean,
That would be like 10 minutes. It's like, okay, here's the TM one that everybody uses. Here's the one that sometimes blowbacks, sometimes explodes.
What?
Yep.
The KWA one's great. I have one.
Sometimes
Mine has
blows
the
back.
mine
well,
has the
poor
hair trigger
Tack. I
one.
just saw his like soul die when he says, "Here's 10 minutes worth," and he's like, "Huh? I can make that into an hour."
What else are you
I,
gonna
well,
do with it?
I can definitely talk my head off about it.
Yes,
Just
we know
like
that.
You
you
can't
can
shoot
do
fast
that.
with them. You
You can do the hair trigger mod and take off the double trigger off of it so that you can make it shoot faster.
so
My key-
how,
my-
how
my-
long of work do you think that would be?
Honestly, if someone was inexperienced, they would probably break it. That's an
so
honest answer.
potentially breaking it
Yeah.
for getting something they can get.
Or don't worry because in a couple months, Novrich will have you covered.
That's another one we could segue into here.
Well, he
is
just released his carbine platform.
For the Glock?
Yeah, no, for the.
No, we're talking about Glock.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that it's gonna come.
So-
That's gonna
Get
be
off
next.
of that train.
so for him, he released what is it? The SS18,
SS18.
which is basically a Glock 18.
Yeah, he went right to the full auto one because that's his favorite platform as a sniper.
Yes, I remember him modifying the crap out of a Glock 18 because he loved the full auto capability,
Yeah.
even
He
though I
used an
cringe.
AEP one though, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
an
was-
AP. He's
yeah.
an AP.
He
He's
had-
a Wii. He's a TM
Yeah,
before.
he used all of them, yeah.
He's all kinds of different brands. And then it always breaks, and I'm like,
But you
well,
like
obviously
the,
it's gonna break. It's a Glock 18.
Well, exactly.
a
I've
pistol,
never
it's
seen
not
a
a
Glock 18 last. Like if someone
Not-
came
a
out
month,
here,
a month. I would say a month.
and especially if they were like playing city like seriously and they played all day kind of thing. Usually that person's gonna because like the
I've had two Glock 18s. I've like back in the days when I was like younger, like faster, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was. I had two of them running around, like dual Glock 18s
like
running
Pat-
around because
like
it's cool,
Pat-
right?
I was gonna say like
yeah, what Pat does, yeah.
But Pat does it with 1911s.
Yeah.
though.
I know, it's
he
weird.
does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's a weird
But
guy.
I had
Wacko.
double extended mags and everything, and then just me going. Everybody wants that one thing to do, and that was one thing I wanted to do.
joy. So
you
That
were
only
that
last-
bad.
honestly, that only lasted a month.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Like if you guys want proof that it's only gonna last a month, I own two of them. It only lasted a month,
Oh,
and then I was
are
done with
they
it.
not also more expensive than the 17?
Yes, they are.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Probably add
Okay,
another
yeah.
100
So,
bucks.
and I'm not gonna lie, parts kits for those things aren't readily available. So again, it's not something that I would recommend from my perspective on that. Just because I like replacing things. If you want something that can be replaceable, like Mason was saying, TM is a really good platform just because you have all the garter parts and stuff.
Let's go back to the SSX 18 though. So he released it recently.
Yeah.
He did it without sort of consultant, I guess, Glock or anything like
Because
that.
it's
or
not a Glock, right?
It's not a
not a
Glock.
Glock?
It's not a
He,
Glock,
he
right?
went through what's it, KJW or something like that for the
Really?
manufacturing of the platform, I believe.
Is it the same slide?
Hmm?
now
Here's the thing, though. Can he say? Because
he hasn't mentioned anything about Glock 18. That's for sure.
Well, he's been very smart that way. He's also been very smart with
watch
the
his
way he
butt.
did it with his essentially the Mark 23. Like
Yeah.
he,
So
yeah.
yeah,
wasn't there a big controversy? What is it in the U.S. about Airsoft Splat? I
Yeah.
believe who was manufacturing
Glocks.
Glocks back in the States. This was back then when it was like a total like ban on it, and they wanted to capitalize on having Glocks in the States, and then they got sued by who else? Glock.
Okay, you guys are gonna have to educate me. So, like, were they 3D printing these, or like, what was going on?
I have no
with that?
idea.
No,
But
they were
all
like
I know is-
full-on like manufactured guns. Like,
All I
these
know
were
is
Airsoft
that
guns.
Glock won
Yeah.
Yeah.
this case, and
Okay. How long did it go on
they're
for?
pretty much on the hitch for how much they owed him.
I'd have to touch back on you. with
Okay,
the
well, yeah.
details of that.
Show me the info for it later. I
Yeah.
definitely. This is something that I've never heard of.
Yeah, I just saw the
Unfortunately, I'm
winning,
kind of embarrassed to
right?
not
Yeah.
know about
I
this.
just saw that
And
they
that's why I was like, I was trying to foreshadow it. Like, I think it was, what was it on videos? I think it was Jet that was trying to foreshadow it with the SSX18 as well. It's like, just be careful, because you start importing these to the States, you're gonna have legal battles, like,
Yeah, I bet.
because like it is a Glock 18,
It is,
hands down.
like, oh, yeah.
Because
Well, 'cause essentially
you're
his
taking
first-
a platform that's already well known,
That's
and
just like his 1911.
Well, essentially,
Yeah.
isn't his first platform a copy of the Modify M24, right? So there's no real licensing thing around that necessarily.
Mark 23, you mean? Or?
No,
No,
his
sniper.
his
Oh, the
SSG
sniper, yeah,
24,
yeah, yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
like he copied like a China brand or a Chinese version.
Well,
kinda
he's
thing,
taking
right?
manufacturers and basically rebranding it with
Yeah.
his,
Yeah.
it's what we call white label companies in China.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he's doing. He's just branding it with his name in it. He's a smart guy for marketing.
100%. Because he's adding his
But
own
he's
touch to
treading
it.
into dangerous waters here when you're
Yeah.
dealing with someone who basically
A big
like
fish.
a big fish in the water that basically like for
Been
an
around
entire
for a while.
for an entire generation, the U.S. did not have a Glock until Umarex came around.
And it's from
Well-
your home country.
Well, not even that. Well, so
Yeah.
that too, but like something that like I guess the foreshadowing from last year with SIG, taking away the licensing from Cybergun and whatnot.
Wait, they took it away?
I believe,
I think they wanted to do
or
their
they
own
just
thing.
didn't renew it or whatever it is.
They
but
didn't renew it.
all I know is that SIG is like
No,
they
they're-
themselves, like Chris Vector or Chris and everything like that. They're making it in house and they did it upon themselves to.
Yeah, it's funny. It's one of those things where you don't think about it in the airsoft world, but licensing is a big issue, especially for something like Glock, which is well known, well regarded, well revered, right, in the movie industry and everything, right? And you start putting that into video games and anything, then they want royalties for it right away.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
look at the newest COD. I mean, the Glock is called the X16 in COD.
Yeah.
But
Right?
positive thing though, the video games won because I can't remember the exact case, but remember that Humvee incident that happened? I think it was in Arma or whatever it was, or it
How
was.
long was this?
It just had to do with the fact that they had the Humvees in the game,
Yeah.
and Humvee sued them because they didn't have express permission or whatever it is to use the digital version or whatever it is of the Humvee. And recently,
won that case, though.
they won that case. And so, from what I understand, we're gonna get Humvees back in games again. So, woohoo!
But they suck, though.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but it's just the basis on that, and like for me, like the whole, it's nice that the licensing factor is like opening up, kind of thing, just because like you want those extra points because it adds to the aesthetic of what you're purchasing. It's like it. Yeah, I could get a Wii and have it all blank and stuff like that, and then add my own custom etching onto it and stuff like that,
Yeah,
which is cool. You can do
Yeah,
that
you can
too.
do that. You can do that.
But-
It's not an issue because you've customized it, but the manufacturer didn't do that to begin with.
Yeah, but if I want something that looks clean,
That's our little loophole.
Yeah, exactly. If you want something that's a clean replica, wall hanger, or you just want it to, feel cool because that's what airsoft's about most 90% of
Yeah.
the time. It's nice that manufacturers are kind
Well,
of.
the thing is, the manufacturer should get is like for us, especially for like minors that come into the sport. Brand recognition is a big thing. If you start introducing them younger at this age and be like, "This is a Glock," they'll identify right away what a Glock is, right?
100%.
So it's one of those things where you sketch out an outline and then someone can pick it up and be like, "That's a Glock," right?
Well, it's like when I know when I was in elementary school and I would draw a picture and I'd draw a pistol. It was always a 1911.
Yeah.
Always.
Well,
yeah,
because
I-
that's an
I
iconic gun,
guarantee.
and
I was drawing a revolver.
Really?
Yeah,
well, you probably watched a lot of Western
Westerns,
movies. Right?
yeah, yeah.
See, a lot of people associate a lot of things, true media with something, right? And this is one of those things where if Glock made a push, like a big push, right, for all this, I guess the only reason I don't want it is because it'll get bad press with them as well. I get what they're trying to get into at this point. It's like, do we want to push for more media? No. Do we want to push for more airsoft even? Not really. It's not a big market for them, right?
100%.
Yeah. And then for them, it's like, we don't care
Well, they'll
if
just
we
let
license
it
it
grow
or not.
organically.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For
Well,
airsofters, regardless, they're still going to try and get their hands on it somehow.
I might just say that might change with the rise in price for ammunition in the States.
I mean, that is true. There has been a lot
I've
of
seen a lot of those memes popping up in the gun
community world where
groups and
dry
stuff like
fire
that.
is like
Yeah.
cheaper
Where they're
than
starting
real
to go, like-
ammunition.
Well, even like the guys that dry fire with Glocks, and obviously they don't have a lot of access to airsoft Glocks. There are so many alternatives to dry firing in the States. I can't name them off the top of my head, but you can like basically put it's a fake bullet in the chamber that shoots a laser every time you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And you have obviously like nodes all over that pick up the laser and let you know if you hit it or not. Or it tells you like how fast your draw is or how fast your
Yeah, but I would still prefer the recoil of a gas blowback
No,
pistol.
you can actually. So with the laser gun thing that Mason's talking about, at least I have my hands on one just because I'm fixing a guy's gun that uses it. Is that it still cycles and reciprocates? All it is you're replacing the outer/inner barrel. So you're just replacing that first bit, so it'll still cycle and reciprocate just like it. So you can still have that realistic action, but it's still shooting that laser.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know about that.
Substitute your, like real slow training to that, and that's not bad. You can
Yeah,
do it
exactly.
indoors.
You can still put your gas blowback mag inside it and stuff like that. It'll still cycle and everything like that. You can turn off the
You can't.
slide lock.
You can't turn off the slide lock on a pistol, though.
Yeah.
You can just disable it.
Yeah, well, you can disable it by like you can shove a wedge in there. That's what I do.
Yep.
I just hold mine with my thumb. I've got long thumbs, so
Yeah.
Well, if
So-
you're gripping right, your thumb should be there.
yeah.
So that's when you're holding down the the slide lock and
Well,
just
I'm just
firing.
saying, like, if you grip your pistol properly, right, like
It'll be right there.
your thumb will be right
Like-
there.
I don't know. I don't have that issue. I don't have long thumbs. Actually, let's see. I'll
I was
grab
just
a
gonna
Glock
say
there.
that I have that problem because I have short thumbs. I can't.
Like I know what you're talking about. You're trying to hold that right.
Yeah.
Down, right? But for me, it's like I always sit right here, though.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine always sits right there, regardless. Regardless of what I do.
That's pretty low on the side, actually.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah,
hold it,
I
though.
sit-
I guess
sit
it's
high
airsoft, though, right? So.
But then again, I'm like the type that doesn't use a sling on my AR, right? So that's why I don't go to secondary right away. But when I do,
doing it one-handed.
yeah, I do it one hand, and then I just
maybe
pull
that's
it
why
out.
he doesn't like using secondaries, just because he doesn't use a sling. I use a sling.
Yeah. I use a sling too.
Is that what it is?
I do.
That,
use
that
a
might
sling.
be the
I
secret.
hate using a sling, to be honest.
I don't know.
There are
why.
times where I've caught myself, and I'm not gonna lie, it comes down to like, and I think this is a topic we can get into on a different time, but like definitely different brands of slings will screw you up. I've had some really bad ones.
I can help out
Okay,
with that.
no, I lied. I do use a sling, but on an AK platform. We could dive into that another topic as
Yeah.
well, ARs and AKs and stuff.
AR
because
versus AKs. I
because
swear, I think
oh
that's
my
the next
god,
one.
it is gonna be a 2-hour conversation we're gonna have.
Oh boy, am I excited.
Oh man. So yeah, as far as like Glock goes, what are some like let's dive into this reputable companies that we could like rely on in terms of
The two
Glocks.
biggest ones, just TMWE.
Well, VFC's.
I was
like
gonna say
Umarex, right?
VFC because they have a pretty responsive customer service base, and you know,
No
as
one's
long-
saying Umarex when they came out with the actual license.
Well, I
Like
swear, Umarex owns VFC, doesn't it? Or-
Well, no.
They're both
It's
the
like,
same gun.
well, to me, it's like if you say Umarex, like I'm just gonna
It's-
think Elite Force. So
it's-
if you
it's-
buy like an Elite Force Glock, yeah, that's what it
That
is.
is
It's
true.
Like, usually those guys work hand in hand.
Umarex never like actually made their own guns. They just go to airsoft companies, be like, "Hey, we have this gun."
oh, so they're
Make it
responsible for
us."
whatever license. They'll be like, okay, we're just gonna
Well, there are major
outsource whoever
yeah,
makes
major
it.
licensing companies. Like people always seem to like, you know, like when you look online and you look on the forums, Airsoft Canada and stuff like that. It's like everyone has a different thing that
the
they
Facebook-
say. It's
Facebook
like,
lawyers,
it's like
man.
yeah, no, this weekend I bought an Umarex Glock, and then someone's like, I bought a VFC Glock. It's like those are the same things, and it's just like, yes,
And no.
and no, but yes. So it's just like
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing. I'm gonna go with my trusty Wii because I've I've known to use them. I know what their materials are that they use.
With your Wii, what can it only use Wii and TM mags?
With my Wii, I rely on Wii mags, but I can use TM mags. But I do have issues with the slide lock because it doesn't engage it.
Mags?
No.
Okay, so with the
You
VFC
can't
platform,
use
you can
VFC
use all
No.
3 mags. So that's one thing why I
Really?
like my VFC on that front, just because of that. Now, I did mention earlier about the gasket issue. That's just a simple thing from generation changes. So.
Actually, I haven't used in a while. I haven't used the VFC. What is it, VFC mag on my Wii? So I don't know if it'll fit or not. But I know with TM, I always have issues because it won't slide lock. That's because back then Trigger sold me the wrong magazine and gave me a TM one, and I went back there angry and be like, "You guys sold me the wrong freaking extendo mag." And they're like,
blasting.
so I went in and started blasting. No. They did it by mistake because they thought I wanted a TM one. And I'm like, no, I wanted a Wii one, and I didn't have a Wii one. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll just went to Airsoft Depot and bought what is it, like 4 extendo mags.
when
Well,
the
this should
website
be
when the website works.
Yeah, I think both times that I've bought my Glocks, I've bought WE mags with them. Because at first I had the VFC one, and the VFC mags work good. Mind you, I did have issues with it starting to leak after a while. But I mean, that's just also because I never cleaned it.
You have to maintain your mags too, guys. This is an issue that everybody has.
Well, I won't lie, they're pretty simple. Like,
They're very simple.
When it comes to mag, because I've fixed a lot of gas mags and
Yeah.
stuff like that. The Glock mags are super simple.
Yeah,
2
if you're
pins.
moving up to AR, like platforms that are gas, start with a pistol one because they're like the easiest to maintain. When you move up to the like AR like gas platform, GBVR, it's basically the same thing, just like twice as
Bigger.
big, right?
More lube,
See, more
KY
loot?
Airsoft.
more lube.
Oh, I thought you said more loot.
Lube. Love juice.
So
leave that there.
reputable Glock companies. So we got our TM, which is basically the first one there, and everyone copies off of them.
Yeah.
We got Wii, who basically copies TM, but I don't know.
They get to have metal slides.
Yeah, they get to have metal slides. Yes, we got VSC. You got Umarex. You got
Elite Force
Do we
KJ.
count Poseidon?
Poseidon, yeah,
Well, you
but
can because it's essentially a Glock. Let's
Glock.
not
But
be
it's
real.
not a Glock.
It's a
No.
Well,
What-
okay, so this
who
is-
are they modifying? Who are they actually like taking someone's platform and modifying it? Because I thought that's what
So
Poseidon
the reason
did.
why I say the Poseidon is essentially a Glock is because I had a guy here with the Poseidon, and I was curious, and I was able to put it inside my SciTech Glock holster. So
So
The thing-
measurements are there.
yeah, it's yeah.
Isn't the thing behind it where it's because they don't sell them looking like a stock Glock? It's made to look like a race Glock.
It's literally Poseidon's yeah, exactly like you're
It's like-
saying.
it's like a
Their-
race style.
Their aim on all the
But-
platforms I've seen is a race platform.
But if
Their
you
GBBs are like
if you
that.
use a silhouette of the gun, does it still look like a Glock? Like
Yes.
as in
Oh,
like you take out
100%,
everything, you
yes.
just have a shadow of
Yes.
it. It's still a Glock.
Yes,
It's
if
still a
you-
Glock.
If you did a Who's That Pokemon, it's a Glock.
Can we do that for every time we start? Like what
that
AR
firearm?
what platform we're gonna talk about now? And then it's like, what is this?
Oh God.
It's literally Tim's meme gun from like.
Hey, I worked hard on that thing, okay? All you guys out there.
So yeah, I
shook
mean,
my head.
Poseidon looks like a Glock. It is a Glock.
Yeah.
And that's the same with like KJW and like
Yeah, it's
not
just
too
these companies are
familiar,
just
yeah.
trying to rename it to avoid
licensing.
licensing
I
or
mean,
trouble.
KWA makes one, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Almost every manufacturer will make some sort of Glock.
Yeah, I've never tried a KWA Glock. I've never
Neither
tried the
have I.
KJ.
I've
No.
seen them, but I've never.
No, and for I believe it was KWA. The mags are different from all the like
Really?
you have to be specific
Yes,
to their
well,
mags only.
So KWA is like GHK, where they like massive feed lips.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I know because like
Yeah, I've seen that too. It's like
Yeah.
you're getting a huge puff of air
Really? Wow.
out of that. Yeah,
Oh my god, I wouldn't be down for that.
yeah.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
like, to me, my quibble with that is that they are prone to
big
break.
lips.
Because of the profile and how big they are, as well as when you're reloading, there's a good chance if you're an aggressive guy, you can snap them. So that's my, on that.
so there you go, guys. If you're looking for reputable companies, yeah, TM, one of them.
Yeah.
We're allowed to get it here. Freaking Wii, You just got to maintain it properly, just like any gas
Well, yeah,
guns.
exactly, just like any gas gun.
VFC is the new contender, basically,
Well,
with their...
I like the VSC one too. Like if you choose between VFC and Glock, like they're both the traded ones and stuff like that. So like with VFC, you know, if it's really available here and stuff like that, grab that one just because I find that Elite Force is more common in the States. And so with that, if you want the traded look, right, get the VFC one because it also has the traded trademark mag.
Wow.
Yeah, full trades with the VFC.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For all those people who want to take those really nice aesthetic photos of whatever they do.
You also have to keep in mind that every Glock company has a different method for how they put their base plate on the mag.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes. Don't get me started with that.
Yeah.
So
You're
some
right.
of them is like you gotta push down, and you don't have fingernails like me. You gotta like.
Well, isn't the Wii one you
it.
just slide off? It's not held by
That's
anything.
the TM.
Oh,
Is it
my
the TM?
favorite is just finding TM base plates out at the field, and it's
yeah.
always hilarious. Like,
I
whose
know-
is this?
I know the VFC one. If you're not careful, there goes your spring.
Yeah.
Your
Oh
front
my
door.
god. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are
Because
hilarious.
People think like, oh, this button, and then I'll go halfway, and then okay, this is enough to put my gas in, and then they'll put their gas in, and then they'll forget to keep their thumb there, and then when they lift their thumb, there it
Goodbye.
goes.
There goes your spring
And
and
there
all your
goes your
BBs.
$40, $50 mag because
more. It's
they
like
don't sell those parts.
Yeah. So if you're looking for like a manufacturer, go for the one that sells a lot of stuff here. You know, go to Trigger and be like,
Yeah.
what do you have the most?
Exactly.
In, right?
What's
So
readily available?
Wii, I
100%.
think.
Well,
I think
I'd say
Wii.
A lot
At
of
TM,
I'd say
Wii.
TM
TM and Wii are
specifically.
like the biggest
Yeah.
ones because you can get parts here easily or abroad.
Yeah, exactly. If Trigger can stock it, TM for sure.
Yeah.
If they don't have TM in stock, then
Or even freaking
say Wii.
customizable parts, right? If you see a lot of those in shelves, that means you know they're stocking it for a reason because like
Yeah.
everybody's just going through it, right?
well, exactly. So, ignore the high kappas.
We could have a segment on high cap.
We will.
I want
will.
to.
Guys,
We'll have to bring Pat in here.
We're opening up a can of
I
worms here
want
by
to
going
bring my
pistols,
one
right?
friend
So
who's
today's
got a
episode is
ridiculously
Glocks.
expensive high kappa.
Ooh, Foxy's.
Him
bring in
and there's another
Foxy's.
one. There's another person that I know has like a $3,000.
Well, we'll give pistols a break for now this month. We should head over to the AR side.
Well,
now.
the big question.
the big boys, right? Like your primary, my primary, not your primary.
I can bring in some of my other primaries.
Well, you have a really nice M4.
I've got a couple M4s.
Yeah.
I've got the.
You know what? Comment down in the
We'll
chat,
save it.
guys. What do you guys want to hear
save
from us in the AR world? Like, we're definitely gonna do.
The same exact setup.
We
I want
all
it,
definitely have more than one gun, so
Yeah.
No, Dad, I'm sorry. I only have one gun. It's the one right there. It cost me $200. That's it. I promise.
That's how you properly airsoft.
He now has you on tape lying.
What? I wasn't lying. I swear.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Jeez.
That was the truth. I swear.
All right.
Exactly. All I have to say is
I think
swear.
we've just about covered everything we need to know about pistol Glocks here.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else to add to it?
I guess like specifically onto the Glocks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
Specifically on Glocks,
Yeah.
Mario.
Hey,
Not Mark
hey,
23s.
Luigi.
Wow, you guys are just like brothers, literally. They like to fight each other.
Baby Babu.
That's, we gotta stop that. But okay, so yeah, just to,
Show up next
I feel like we definitely just kind of like scratched the surface of pistols and stuff. I was really happy that Glocks was our first.
Yeah, and like I said,
entrance into
Glocks is
Well, we could get way
name.
further into customization. Like, you know, if we can get our hands on different parts and stuff like that, we can show people like you
Well,
know,
we can always come back to
like we
this.
just dabbled into like, you know, the suppressors and the compensators and stuff like that.
yeah. So you can see
And-
all the selections of Glocks here. Like
Yeah.
there's so many of them, and you know you're gonna find one or two, or
I'm
like,
just
you're gonna find
Yeah.
a lot of people own Glocks.
I'm
here.
just thinking off the
Doesn't-
top of my head,
doesn't
doesn't Salient Arms
one
also
with the
make another
garter
one like
thing?
EMG?
Oh yes, yes. So
Like-
we didn't even talk about
Yeah.
Salient Arms.
And
So
they
this
make a really
Reminds me
Gucci
of
looking one.
in the middle there is a nice custom Salient Arm
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's the one given to
nice
Tim.
stippling job and everything. Like
Yeah, so you could get into some fancy Glocks,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just the housing alone.
Well, there are
if you
race
want a
pistols,
really
right?
fancy
Yeah.
Glock, and you have the money, contact Airsoft Surgeon.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Airsoft
For real
Surgeon.
steel and Airsoft.
There you go. A lot of customization
Oh
for
my
Glocks.
gosh, man. The stuff that guy breathes into, like, it's amazing.
It's cocaine, man.
Yeah,
Hell of a drug.
100%, dude. 100%.
Hell of a drug.
Yeah.
My gosh. Yeah, if you guys missed out, or if you feel that we missed out anything from this topics, guys, put it down at the comment section. I'm sure we missed out a lot, but hey, we're running off of our experiences, right? And
We'd
Glocks,
love to hear yours. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we'd love to hear yours. And Glocks is one of those things where we just see it a lot of times at the field. And, you know, we're definitely going to dive into the AR world now. And I'm sure it's going to be something you guys are going to be expecting and, you know, hate because it's everywhere.
Yes and no. I mean, I know I really do love getting into these deep dives with you guys because, like,
Yeah.
everyone's got their own personal take on it. Everyone's got their own personal approach on it. I mean, I know that there are reasons why I do things certain ways, and I would love to, and I love hearing all of your guys' reasons on why you do things. And then even when people comment down and stuff, you know, I always read that stuff. Like, it always makes me happy to, you know, read someone else's experience or anything like that. So yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Yeah. Give us your take on Glocks, guys. Put it in the comment section. Give us your advices. Give us your suggestions on what we want to talk about next year, because we will definitely deep dive into these things. And I think we can now because we're pretty far ahead in our episodes here. Other than that, I think we'll close it off with talking about Glocks here. One more thing, tomorrow, which is Saturday night, is another ASG night game. No moonlight, I believe, for that
Nods,
night.
guys, beware.
Yeah, Nods, guys, beware, because those flashlights are coming out of nowhere. Actually, there's still a whole debate about, you know, Nods and flashlights. I think you got reamed out on one of them.
That wasn't me. Don't look at me.
I don't care. I beat them.
yeah.
We we won that game
don't
of
you-
Sneaky Pete.
Special forces should only have flashlights. You're saying?
Yeah, that one comment.
Yeah. I always wondered like what part of the podcast he was listening to.
So
but-
Tack, you wanna 1v1 me Nods, you flashlight?
Sure. Yeah.
Actually,
Pistol
sure.
only.
I'll take that on.
I'm actually very surprised.
Sure. I'm down to lose. I don't care.
Mason,
Oh, at least you
both of
admit
us
it.
with Nods versus them went out.
At least
Well,
he
no,
admitted
because
it.
the only reason I say yes is because I versed someone who tried to go against me with psionics, and I kicked their ass. It was
Yeah,
so
but
funny.
psionics,
Even nice as you-
psionics
No,
are
so this was the
different.
funny- That's a
camera.
Well, no, so that's
Oh my
exactly
God.
it.
All right, we're not going to dive into this right now,
Don't
but
even
damn.
open that can of worms. This is episode 19. Thanks for dropping by, guys.
All right, this is Poi signing out, and we got
Mac.
And
Tack.
Mason. See y'all later.
all right, that's it. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.